Hello, everyone. It is Mark Noble from Growth talking to you about DIS 884, which is self-registration for Sierra. And this is a bunch of updates that were sponsored by Milwaukee County Federated Libraries, um, just to really improve a lot of the self-registration, doing additional duplicate checking, additional functionality in order to um, do some things based off location. So let's kind of dive into it and we can see how it all works. So we have our self-registration form, and within this, we've extended it to add a bunch of new functionality. So we have the ability to, for example, use the patron ID as the barcode. We can turn on or off duplicate checking. The duplicate checking is based off a combination of first name, last name, and birth date. And based off that information, it will do a lookup in the database using Sierra DNA to determine if the patron has already registered, and if so, it will give them an error message. We've also added municipality settings. So the idea here is that you can define different areas. So based off either city, county, or state. And within that, you can define what patron types people give or get when they are registering, and that kind of thing. So here we've got some different cities within Wisconsin in the Milwaukee area. We can add Milwaukee County. And what it's going to do is it's going to look for the most specific things. So it's going to go city, county, state, trying to get the most specific that it can get. And we can assign different things. So here we can say that this is by default going to be a online registration for Milwaukee. After approval, we're going to default it, and we'll just say it's an adult in Milwaukee. We're going to give it a P code of, let's default to be just a Milwaukee Central P code 1. And this is where it's, the more specific you get, the better. So we're gonna say city of Milwaukee just as the default here in 15 days. So you can define how these all work. The idea then is that the patron needs to come in and verify with you before they expire. So, but you could set this up and say, hey, it's gonna work for 6 months or 3 years or whatever your policies are. And it's all based off the location where they register. That does require a Google Maps key to be entered within the third-party registration. So here under third-party registration and Google API settings, go to that menu tab. You will want to go through and make sure that you have a Google Maps saved. So then let's look to see how it works. So this is that's not what we want. We're going to be here. So this is our Milwaukee interface just on the test system here. So we've got our terms of service that we have to agree to. So here we will agree to that. We're going to be Noble 8, MCPL, and let's see, we've already registered Noble. Let's just go the duplication here. And we're going to pick an address in Milwaukee. 511. And we're going to register. This is going to give us our error saying, hey, you've already registered. So based off of that, you need to contact the library or do a, hey, I need to reset my library card. So let's register for a new library card. So, and we'll agree to our terms of service. We're going to be Noble 8. So we're going to register. That will register the user within Sierra. So here is our barcode. We'll be able to sign in. And we can do all of the normal things according to the rules that we have set up according to our patron type. We've also added the ability to update our messaging settings. So here we can just change our notice preferences. These are, again, based off what you have set up. So none, email, print, phone, however people want to do those. So I'll leave mine set to none for now. Now that we've registered, we're going to go back to the main administrator interface. We have a list of registrations. So I'm going to refresh this. So this is the user we just registered. And we've got our default P code. P code, in this case, we're just setting P code 1, P code 3. We could set any of the 4. We're going to edit this user. And we can assign them a new barcode here. So if they're at the service desk, we could assign them an actual card. We can give them a new patron type. So we're going to say, this is a young adult. We are going to leave them at central. We could give them code 2. In this case, Mixless isn't using that. We could give them a different city. Obviously, all of these can be translated as well. So if you've got specific terminology you're using for P code 1, P code 2, P code 3, you can update those. And then we add a note. We're going to approve the registration. That removes them from the list to review, updates their patron within Sierra. So it's a nice staff workflow. We're getting more information from the patron based off those, the information that they're entering based off the library or based off their address. Staff can update them really quickly. So nice workflow. Thank you to Mixless for sponsoring this functionality. We're really excited for it. Should be great functionality for all of our Sierra libraries. Thanks, and we'll see you again soon.